Okay, this is a brief explanation of the 3-cycle blindfold method. There are 4 steps. The first step is to orient the edges, then you orient the corners, then you can either permute the edges or permute the corners. It doesn't matter which order, but you have to do orient first, then permute, not the other way around. Well, you can, but it's simpler if you orient first. So, throughout the video, I'm gonna hold blue in front, and right, and red on my right, and yellow on top. So the first thing in orienting the edges is the following: you're trying to find edges that can't be solved, but that cannot be solved without using an L move. For example, like this one, we know we have to flip because blue needs to go here when it's everything solved, and orange needs to go here, so you need to flip these two. So this one we have to flip or orient. This one, let's look at this one. This one, can we solve this without using an R move? Let's try. We do B prime U, and we have to do that, so we can't, so we have to orient this one too, so these two, and then we're looking at this one. You could look at whichever one you want, but I'm just starting like this. Then this one, I can just do that, an F move, so that's oriented correctly. This one, it's not, because you have to do an R to put it in. So the basic is to find the edges that cannot be solved without using an R or L move. You can do R2 and L2, but not R or L. So on the bottom one, it's this one, because I have to use an R move to put, like, to solve it. Solve means like that. That's like solve. So yeah. So we have 2 here, 1 on the back, and 2 on the bottom. There's always going to be an even number. So if you have an odd number, count again, because there always is an even number. So then what you do is you flip them so that it's correctly oriented. To flip them, you place them in this spot, one of the edges in this spot, and the other edge in the back spot. So these two, not these two. So put it in like that. I need to flip both of these. Then I do this move. I do that. Then I do it the opposite. And then I put it back. It's pretty easy. I'll write down the algorithm. So you do that thing, you do that algorithm, and it flips it. Now the stickers are flipped. So we do the other 2. There's 2 on the bottom. There's 1 right here, and that. So you have to set them up. You can either to set them up. You do like this one. This one's already set in the back position, so we need to set this one up. So you do R2 F prime. That's set. Now you've set it up. Now you do the algorithm. Set it up. Now, but you can't just leave it like that. You have to undo your setup. So I did R2 F prime. So I do F R2. You reverse it. If it's UR, you do R prime U prime. So that's basically it. Now we're left with these 2. So you set it up. Be F2. B prime, B2. So yeah, there it is. Now there's none of the pieces have been moved. They're just been oriented. Like now all the edges are oriented correctly. That means we can just move them into the correct spots without using an R or L move. Now we orient the corners. If, like, for example, if my top side is yellow, my bottom is white. So now look at the corners from the top. These 2 have yellow facing up, so they're okay. They're oriented correctly. This one does, but this one is oriented correctly, but this one is not. So you have to orient it correctly. Let's look at the bottom side. White. None of them. Only this one is. So you can have white or yellow, not on facing top. If you're using yellow in front, on the top, and white on the bottom, you can have white facing upward, downwards, and yellow sticker facing up. Yeah. So these two are not, because the white or yellow is not facing up right now, and this one is not either. So to solve this, so to orient them, you have to either, like in a normal 3x3 solve, you orient 2 of them at a time, two corners or 3. So this one needs a anti-clockwise, because you need to do an anti-clockwise rotation. So this yellow goes up, this red goes down, green moves over here. So anti-clockwise, and this one needs a clockwise one back here. So you set it up, you do an L2, set both of them up. Now you do the same thing, R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D. Then you put this corner back here, and you do the same move. Well, I did the reverse, but you can do the same. And now these two are correctly oriented. Now these two, they're the same. So you F2, because you want to use the top layer to orient them. The bottom, it's like hard. Just try to get them on the top layer somehow. Then you do the same thing. Now, or you can do this one. You do R from me. Then you do the other one. See, there it is. Everything is good. Now we can just move the pieces without worrying about the flipping. So that's basically it.